Today we'll be teaching you how to perform the yo-yo trick, walk the dog. Walk the dog is often the first trick many beginners learn with their yo-yos because it teaches the basic yo-yo techniques of stringing, winding, tightening, holding, and throwing so that you can perform the trick, walk the dog. The materials you will need are yo-yo string and a yo-yo. There are two types of yo-yos you can perform this trick with, a responsive and an unresponsive yo-yo. A responsive yo-yo is one that will return to your hand when pulling on its string and is good for beginners learning their first trick. An unresponsive yo-yo will not return to your hand and typically requires more experience to use. For the purpose of this demonstration, we will be using a responsive yo-yo. The first step you need to perform is stringing your yo-yo. To string your yo-yo, first identify the end without the loop. Then, using both hands, begin to unwind the string to form a hole. Keep unwinding the string until you're able to put one of your fingers through the hole. After that, continue unwinding the string and stretching it out with your hand using your other fingers. Do this until you have a loop about the size of your yo-yo. Now, using your other hand, pick up the yo-yo and use the hand with the string to place the string on the yo-yo's axle. Pull it taut and let the string relax to get rid of any tension. Now wind the string and make sure that the tension of the string is even throughout. Now that you have strung your yo-yo, you can wind it by wrapping the string around the axle of the yo-yo. Here's a tip. If you're having trouble getting the string to wrap around the axle of the yo-yo, place your finger on top of the yo-yo and wind the string around it 3 times. Next, remove your finger and then continue winding the yo-yo. To prevent the yo-yo from slipping off your finger during tricks, you will need to learn how to tighten the string around your finger. Starting with the loop at the top of the string, unwind about 6 inches of string. Next, take the unwound string and fold it onto itself so that it creates another loop. Take this loop and feed it into the loop at the top of the string. Now, insert the middle finger of your dominant hand into the loop that you just created. Pull the string so that it becomes comfortably tight around your finger. Wind the excess string back around the yo-yo so that you can now comfortably grip it in your hand. During your first throw, you want to make sure that you're holding the yo-yo properly so you can get a straight throw. With the yo-yo in your dominant hand, turn your palm facing up and make sure that the yo-yo is perpendicular to your hand. Your string should be going over the top of the yo-yo to your middle finger, like this. If the string isn't, flip the yo-yo over. Now you're ready to throw your yo-yo. First, curl your arm. Then, extend your arm while bringing your elbow down. Towards the end of this motion, relax your grip on your yo-yo to allow the yo-yo to roll off your hand, like this. When the yo-yo is rolled off your hand, turn your palm facing down. When the yo-yo is at the bottom of the string, wait for a second before pulling up with your middle finger of your dominant hand. You may notice that the yo-yo spins freely at the bottom of the throw. A yo-yo doing this is called a sleeper. If you're having trouble getting your yo-yo to return to your hand after throwing, try throwing the yo-yo with more force. Now you have all the information you need to perform the trick, walk the dog. Begin by throwing your yo-yo into a sleeper. Then, lower your arm until the yo-yo touches the ground. You'll notice that the yo-yo begins to run away from you. When you're ready, Pull up on the yo-yo to retract it. If you performed all the steps correctly, your trick should look something like this. Since you have learned how to perform Walk the Dog, you can now attempt to learn more advanced tricks and techniques, like using an unresponsive yo-yo. If you have any questions, you can contact me using the provided email address below.